Good morning. Today our presentation is about Costa Coffee internal and external threats. Here are our team members. I'm Manuja and next Rahul, Sudari, Netmi and Chatuska. Uh, we are talking about the history. Firstly, we are going to talk about the history of the Costa Coffee. The Costa Express first aimed to provide self-service coffee refreshment and obtain the Coffee Nation with respect to the owner of the Costa Coffee and the major charity corporation Bread Group in United Kingdom in 2011. The Costa Express business associates based on traders that are able to serve coffee in public places in the vein of the railway stations, airports, universities, hospitals, gas stations, offices, and the utility sorts that help to enable profit as demand of consumer to increasing the premium coffee in order to make Costa brand strong. The Costa coffee is becoming the leading retailer coffee brand in the United Kingdom. The Costa Express supply their partners best coffee machine as well as offer coffee refill on daily basis with exceptionally small accessories mandatory to acquire business accessibly. The Costa Coffee Company recognized in 1971 and it's one of the largest coffee chains in the United Kingdom as well as second in the world nation after Starbucks. Moreover, it serves approximately 169 million coffee cups with respect its 1,092 branches in 2015. The Costa Coffee has already increased the coffee branches from 1992 to 163 with 15% increase rate of profit. Moreover, the competition of the coffee chain, the Costa plays as lion share in the growing market because of the marvelous quantity of the coffee shops as compared to other supplementary coffee chains. Nowadays, coffee competition in the market is very high and require unique strategy to attract users. So my next mate is will explain about the worldwide map of the Costa Coffee. So Raul, this is your chance.
Thank you, Manuja. I'm going to talk about the world map of Costa Coffee. The Costa Coffee is one of the United Kingdom favorite coffee shop and has been awarded for the best brand coffee shop in whole UK, as well as Ireland by strategies of Allegra, one of the running 5 years such as 2010, 11, 12, 13 and 2014. Moreover, the 1755 coffee shop in whole UK, as well as more than 1106 shopping overseas. The Costa Coffee becomes the one of the fastest growing coffee outlet business in UK and second largest coffee outlet that operative in the world, that includes 51% in Scotland plus 46 in Wales and 39% in London. The coffee chain unlocked 171 outlets in 2015 that increased the profit rate by 15% in 2009. The Costa Coffee has passed growth rank of Starbucks and able to get the market share about 46.5%. In 2014, the Costa Coffee reopened its Reality mobile app and started his outlet in the Turkey in 2010, and then from there operated as an international food company with respect to contributory American group in 2013. Moreover, in 2010, the company opened 528 outlets with respect to 24 international countries such as Qatar, Kuwait, Bahrain, UAE, Egypt, Jordan, Syria, Europe, Lebanon, Pakistan, Russia, and the Shanghai. Our third member, Christina Sudari, will introduce the rest of our presentation. Thank you.
The business environment. The competitive environment relates to how a business is affected by a competition and how it adapts and the business practices effectively. And the Costa Coffee competitors are Starbucks and the McDonald's, Cafe Nero, Barista Lavesa, Cafe Coffee Day, like this. The price of the coffee beans and the dairy goods is also on the rise and the posing dangerous, and the coffee will grow more expensive as a result, and a few customers will be able to purchase it. And also changes in the government policy may also adapt the supply changes. Uh, Competitive advantages factors are the differentiations, generating new products or services, particularly those that are distinctive to our company. And the enterprise can implement two sorts of differentiations, like the international strategy for differentiations and focus strategy for differentiation. Can get 3 points like this. But appropriate for differentiation is developing a plan or organization that is from its competitors in same way, and its industry related and will appeal with a wide range of customers. And the targeted differentiations and the approach, on the other hand, um, the company allows to offer product or services with the designative attributes that must fulfill the needs of the mid and the narrow market. The pricing policies, to achieve the business target earnings, and the guidelines for calculating wholesale and the retail price for products or services are used. And the Costa Coffee used a pricing techniques known as diversified pricing. Furthermore, it has a policy of charging premium prices of hot chocolates by customer order, especially drinks by the customer order, teas by the customer order, and cold drink by customer order, food by the customer order, and so the market observation that is made in the end of the Costa Coffee is that the most popular product is coffee, and the market leadership, a business that has a largest or large share of the market in relation to its competitions. And the lastly, reputation must be an often developing and maintained over many years, and a bad reputation can ruin a business. Okay, our next member, Netmi Chaisoria, will describe about the international threats in the Costa Coffee. Thank you.
Thank you. Uh, Internal threats in Costa Coffee. So when discuss about the internal threats, we can use the SWOT analysis framework. So under SWOT analysis, first I'm going to talk about the strengths. This brand name is like their signature. The name Costa stands for excellence, luxury and perfection. Also, as their logo and premises are in warm tones, the atmosphere is more warm and pleasant. The prices of all the products are relatively high, but the quality of coffee is also very high as they are using only one kind of coffee beans, Costa Mocha Italian beans. Also, they use special equipments for coffee making. Also, in Costa Coffee stores, it is not only possible to buy all kinds of ice and normal coffees, fraps and other drinks, but it is also possible to buy foods which is made especially for Costa. The service is fast, baristas are always very polite and always suggest some new things to try. So next I'm going to talk about the weaknesses. Only 10 stores are in Latvia and they all are located in Riga. That means that people, for an example, from early Paja, are not able to get an everyday experience of Costa. For an example, if they have a cappuccino for like level 10 to 10, then their main competitors, Coffee Inn, has cappuccino for about level 1, 80 or something like that. And new coffee stores, Cave Cafe, also has cheaper coffee. But as they have clarified their target group is youth in the middle and higher income groups, for an example, have some cheaper coffee that would be available for lower classes, of course, still maintaining quality. Next, I'll be moving to opportunities. They could merge, for example, with Starbucks, as they are also very non-coffee company. In Latvia, they also could merge or make alliances with Coffee Inn or the new Cave Cafe. Expand to more countries, have more stores, because then they could have more customers. For an example, more to eastern countries. If price for dairy products and coffee beans will raise, they will need to higher their price per 1 cup of coffee. That means that less people will be able to afford this coffee. Then I'll be talking about the threats. If because, for an example, policy of customs would change against them, then they, for an example, could not import their special coffee beans. For an example, in Latvia could come Starbucks, that would mean that there is much higher competition. Or if Costa Coffee or Cave Cafe would expand, then if they are more available to people, they would be more known and more popular. Because of some policy change or political conflicts between countries, government could ask them to shut down their stores. Or if the government would give out a law that would put on them kind of restrictions, that would mean that they have to adapt to them. And in some cases, it could be not beneficial for them. So finally, both last section will be described by Chatushka. So I will invite him to carry the presentation.
Thank you, Sudhari. External threats in Costa Coffee. Pestle analysis is the best way to discuss external things about the company, thus political aspect. There are central factors in the last 3 years that are associated with Costa Coffee. Lack of coffee distributors, coordinations, and as well there is a massive possibility for players to withdraw following the others' variation in the political environment. It is evident that political aspects greatly influence the UK beverage sector regulations. According to the research, beside other findings, political battle against terror extension are some of the problems that affect the state's political stability. Second one, economic factors. Various economic aspects can upset the Costa Coffee market in the UK. It is via these factors that the buying power of the active clients get affected. Consequently, the UK economy having a long slung inflation rate makes it beneficial at the same time a good signal for the firm, what makes inflation shrinks to 1.3%. Also, the fact that the rate of unemployment is super high marks the spending rate shoot up, which again is a firm indication for any company aiming to expand. According to the state GDP calculation, it is evident that it is increasing at a vast rate, therefore surging the customers' compulsion level in the UK. Third one, social factors. Our modern society states can access the internal quickly, and so does the UK according to the research statistics. Approximately of 29.8 million family units can access the internet. Having this ratio per increases the only purchasing beside making trends, and it can be useful for Costa Coffee since they can commence a marketing movement online. It is a project that roughly 99% of UK citizens spend much of money and their time on the internet and watching TV during the evening besides weekends. Third one, technological factors. We live in a digital world that introduces new advanced coffee machines that are affordable and easily accessible in the market, mostly for home use for intents. Computer technology and information are the leading forces that facilitate innovative opening that lead to technological moderation. To deal with external forces, many organizations are practicing both innovative besides the latest technologies. The one, environment. An upsurge in environment awareness makes players in the coffee industry concerned with the technique in which their coffee beans are processed. Besides, there is a technique of supply pattern preparation besides marketing in their products. Final one, legal beside ethical factors. Costa Coffee has assessed its steadiness with both policies besides relevant laws when it comes to prove its product and raw material authenticity. Costa Coffee firm has partnered with the Rainforest Alliance regulations that ensure coffee grows within all the set social, legal, and environmental process. Looking at the similar conformity, Costa as a firm has followed all the legal requirements set in the UK as the state where it was first founded. On the other hand, here are some of micro-environments threats of the company. The microenvironment. First one, threat of a new entrance. The importance of coffee enhance it increase its economics of scale. Moreover, there is no exceptional knowledge needed when it comes to creating excellent brand awareness, and as well, the capital required is low. Second one, bargaining power of a suppliers. The supplier's power to bargain, or rather, the ability to switch from one supplier to another is low since there is a presence of various coffee beans product. Third one, bargaining power of buyers. The buyer, who is the consumer, may happen to lack the capacity to bring itself together to form groups that can execute on the pricing. However, the provision of substitute products leads to an increase in the buyer purchasing power. Subsequently, both the buyer, purchase and single individuals possess a low buying power. Moreover, both are swapping cost and the intermediate level of value sensitive and also low. Fourth one, threats of substitutes. When it is case of fast foods, the coffee market faces a significant threat due to substitute, like for instance the availability of competitive products in the industry like hot chocolate and tea. The final one is competitive rivalry. High competition exists in the coffee market that calls for a strategic innovation move to put in place to attract more customers. The presence of numerous competitors that have minimal differentiated like neuro make the general coffee market to be mature. Here are our references for the presentation. We are going to wind up the presentations now. Thank you all.